So last year I made a post on how to put together a Venom Snake cosplay, and I've been getting frequent questions on how to attach the horn and how to attach the scarf. So I thought I'd make this video to help you guys out. For some of you that don't have experience with makeup, I have minimal experience with makeup. I learned just to put this on. For those of you who haven't seen the blog post I made that outlines where to buy everything to put together this cosplay, I put the link right here. There's also instructions on how you could construct your own Venom Snake arm. Alright, let's look at everything you need to get started. First, what I have here is the Venom Snake horn. This was made out of foam. I layered about maybe 4 pieces of 1/4-inch foam, and then I cut it this shape. And then it's hard because this is made out of warbler, so I just heated the warbler and melted it over. It doesn't need any sanding since it's supposed to be an unidentifiable piece of rock. And I need something to attach the horn, so I was recommended to use this, which is called 3rd Degree. It's a silicone injury simulation makeup. It comes in 2 parts, A and B. When you mix the 2 parts, it starts to solidify. I have some left over on this Venom Snake horn, and I can just rip it right off. And this is an example of what it looks like when you mix it and turn solid. To mix the 2, I carry a disposable cup as well as 2 disposable popsicle sticks. So I use one for part A, one for part B, and I mix them together in the cup. After attaching the horn to my forehead, this is optional, but I use a little bit of makeup just to lighten my complexion a bit. So I have the foundation as well as the setting powder, and then a little brush to dust it off. Okay, the first thing you do is you take your part A and your part B. So this is what I have the 2 popsicle sticks for. I'm taking a little bit of part A. This mixes in equal parts per the instructions, so you have to try it a few times before you get the gist of how much you actually need. So that's my part A right here. Let's do that. And then when I scoop out part B, I want to take about the same amount. That's roughly equal. This one's a little taller. Put those away. So what you want to do next is you want to take both parts and you want to mix them together. So I combine them like this, and then I mix them in the cup. Part B is actually a little bit darker, so when you're mixing this you could see it combine better. And it's important, once you get this thoroughly mixed, this takes about 10 minutes to cure. So I'm still mixing part A and part B in the cup. I've got about maybe 8 more minutes now before it cures. So I'm going to take a little bit of the mix and then I'm going to apply it to the surface of the horn. And then what I'm going to do is you just hold it to your forehead while it starts to cure. So curing is the time it takes to harden. Just like that. And after a little bit, it should hold itself. I can make a little bit of adjustments. Now I'm going to take some of the remaining mix that I have in the cup. Now if you want to use gloves, you want to use non-latex gloves. Latex interferes with the solidifying of the silicone. So I'm just taking some of it and putting it around the surface of the horn, just to give it a simulation of it popping out of my skin. Now this is just basic application of the 3rd Degree. With more advanced techniques, you could make very gruesome looking wounds and injuries. So I'll just hold this on here for maybe about another 6 minutes until it solidifies completely onto my forehead. Okay, it's been more than 10 minutes, so I gave it some extra time to set and solidify. If you're not happy with how it looks after you attach the horn, you could mix up more 3rd Degree and apply around it and fill in any gaps that you have to make it look more like it's coming out of your forehead. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'll just leave it as is. The next part is optional, but I do this because I have a little bit darker skin tone, so I apply some basic foundation just to lighten my skin tone to appear closer to snakes. So I apply makeup a very easy and basic way. I just use my fingers. So I just take a little bit like this. If you want, you could buy makeup sponges for foundation. You could use that as well. After taking a little bit of foundation, I just rub it on and lighten my skin color. As you're doing this, you want to take some and put it over the silicone that you put on your horn, because the way it mixes clear, so you want to give a little bit of color to it to match the rest of your skin tone. So I'll go off camera and finish the rest of this in front of a mirror. Okay, I finished putting on the rest of the makeup around my face. You just want to make sure it's even, so the splotches, you just want to blend everything in together, either using your sponge or your fingers. So after you have your foundation on, you want to use setting powder. Makeup I get is just regular makeup from Walmart. I'm sure you can get better products. You find what's right for your skin. So powder, you have a little pad, and then you take the powder, you take a little bit and you just spread it across your foundation. And this sets the liquid foundation so it doesn't come off as easily. Okay, and after your powdering is done, then you want to use one of these brushes and to brush off any excess powder that you have over your skin. And that's pretty much it. And you can see the horn is on there and my makeup is on, my skin tone's a little lighter. I didn't do a really good job on the eyes. You could see how my eyes are probably darker than the rest of my skin. That's fine because I'm gonna plan to wear the goggles, so that's okay. Okay, now this is how everything looks like with the wig and the goggles. I'll show you how to tie the scarf around your face. The first thing you want to do with your scarf is you want to take it and you want to fold it into a triangle-like piece. And then you put it around your shoulders and you want to offset it just a little bit. So like this. You want to offset it enough so that the short piece could still wrap around and come behind your head. So when you do that, you take this second piece, you put the shorter piece over your face and you take the longer piece and you wrap it around and tie it behind. There you go.